today is not ordinary. Something revolutionary is awakening. Something destined is activating. On January 19th at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as the Sun crosses the threshold into Aquarius, a cosmic frequency shift initiates a timeline upgrade so powerful, so electric, that your entire energetic signature begins transforming in real time. This is not an astrological event, this is an evolutionary activation. This is the moment your future self begins pulling you forward with a force you can no longer ignore. Before we go deeper, leave a like and subscribe, and comment "I am awakening," because what unfolds in this message is not information, it is initiation. As you listen, you may feel electrical currents moving through your body, pressure behind your third eye, sudden clarity piercing through confusion, or an undeniable knowing that your old timeline is ending and a new one is beginning. This is Aquarius season, unlocking your revolutionary frequency. This is the awakening portal opening, and someone who vibrates at your future frequency is about to recognize you. The Sun entering Aquarius is not simply the start of a new zodiac season. It is a cosmic activation point, a recalibration of your soul's operating system, a frequency upgrade that shifts you from living in survival mode to living in visionary mode. For the past 30 days, Capricorn season disciplined you, tested you, restructured you, and prepared your foundation. You were being made ready. Your patterns were being dismantled. Your attachments were being severed. Your priorities were being clarified. Everything that happened during Capricorn season was purposeful preparation for this exact moment. Today, the Sun moves from earth to air, from structure to innovation, from discipline to liberation, from building foundations to activating visions. Aquarius does not follow the rules. Aquarius rewrites them. Aquarius does not conform to tradition. Aquarius creates the future. Aquarius does not wait for permission. Aquarius declares sovereignty and steps into its unique frequency with unwavering confidence. This is the energy flooding your consciousness right now. This is the vibration recoding your DNA. This is the timeline shift pulling you toward a version of reality that exists beyond everything you have known. Something inside you has been restless for weeks. A strange dissatisfaction with the old patterns, an unexplainable urge to break free from routines that once felt safe, a magnetic pull toward people, places, and possibilities that feel electric and unfamiliar. You have been sensing this shift building beneath the surface of your reality. The Sun entering Aquarius activates what you have been feeling. It validates the restlessness. It confirms the pull. It illuminates the path forward. Aquarius is the frequency of the innovator, the visionary, the rebel, the awakened one who sees beyond the limitations of collective conditioning. When the Sun enters this sign, it turns on a light inside you that has been dormant, waiting for permission to shine. That light is your authentic frequency, the version of you that exists beyond fear, beyond conformity, beyond the need for external validation. The version of you that knows your purpose is not to fit in, but to stand out. Not to follow the crowd, but to lead the evolution. Not to play small, but to embody your full electromagnetic presence. You may have noticed that in recent days, ideas have been flooding your consciousness faster than you can process them. Visions of what could be, flashes of timelines that feel possible but not yet manifested, sudden clarity about directions you need to take. This is not random. This is the Aquarius frequency activating your higher mind. Aquarius rules the realm of genius, innovation, breakthrough thinking, and collective evolution. When the Sun enters this sign, your consciousness expands beyond the limitations of linear thinking and taps into the quantum field where all possibilities exist simultaneously. You are being given access to the blueprint of your highest timeline, the version of reality where you are fully aligned with your purpose, fully expressed in your gifts, fully connected to the people and opportunities meant for your evolution. This blueprint has always existed, but today it becomes visible. Today the veil thins and you can see the path forward with startling clarity. Here is what most people will not understand. The Sun entering Aquarius does not just activate your individual consciousness, it activates a collective frequency shift. Millions of souls across the planet are waking up to the same realization at the same time. The old systems are collapsing. The old paradigms are dissolving. The old ways of thinking, relating, working, and creating are no longer sustainable. Aquarius is the sign of revolution, reformation, and radical reinvention. When the sun enters this frequency, it sends a cosmic signal across the collective consciousness that says, the future is being created now, and you are one of the architects. If you have been feeling called to step into leadership, to share your unique gifts, to build something that serves the collective, to use your voice in ways that challenge the status quo, this is your activation moment. The universe is not asking you to wait until you feel ready. It is asking you to step forward now, trusting that the readiness comes through the action, not before it. On January 20th, just one day after the sun enters Aquarius, Mercury follows, crossing into the sign of the water bearer at 11:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mercury in Aquarius electrifies your mental field, accelerating your capacity for innovative thinking, breakthrough insights, and visionary communication. Ideas that once felt impossible suddenly feel inevitable. Solutions that once eluded you suddenly appear obvious. Conversations that once felt superficial suddenly deepen into profound exchanges of truth and vision. Mercury is the messenger, the translator, the bridge between consciousness and expression. In Aquarius, Mercury operates at quantum speed, downloading information from higher dimensions and translating it into language, concepts, and strategies that can be applied in the physical realm. If you have been struggling to articulate your vision, to find the words that capture what you are sensing, to communicate your truth in ways that others can understand, the next few weeks provide the clarity and eloquence you have been seeking. Then on January 21st, something extraordinary happens. Mercury forms a Cazimi with the Sun at 1 degree and 37 minutes of Aquarius. A Cazimi is an exact conjunction where a planet enters the heart of the Sun, receiving a direct infusion of solar consciousness and light. This is one of the most powerful moments in the entire astrological calendar. When Mercury is Cazimi, your mind aligns perfectly with your soul. Your thoughts align perfectly with your purpose. Your communication aligns perfectly with your truth. This is the moment when breakthrough insights arrive, when sudden clarity pierces through confusion, when divine downloads flood your consciousness with undeniable knowing. If you have been waiting for a sign, for confirmation, for clarity about your next steps, January 21st provides it. The universe will not be subtle. The message will land with the force of lightning striking your awareness, illuminating everything you need to see in one blinding flash of recognition. 2 days later, on January 23rd, Mars enters Aquarius at 4:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, infusing your actions with revolutionary courage, unconventional strategy, and unstoppable momentum. Mars is the warrior, the activator, the planet of will, desire, and forward motion. In Aquarius, Mars does not fight for personal gain. Mars fights for collective evolution. Mars channels its energy into causes greater than the self, into movements that serve humanity, into actions that create lasting systemic change. If you have been feeling paralyzed by fear, stuck in indecision, unsure how to move forward, Mars in Aquarius breaks the paralysis. It ignites a fire inside you that refuses to wait, refuses to hesitate, refuses to let fear dictate your choices. You will feel a surge of courage unlike anything you have felt in months, a willingness to take risks, to step into the unknown, to act on your visions, even when the outcome is uncertain. This is not recklessness, this is trust. Trust in your intuition, trust in your capacity, trust in the divine timing that has been orchestrating every detail of your evolution. And then later that same day, January 23rd at 2027 a.m. Pacific Time, which is 5027 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Sun forms a Cazimi with Pluto at 3 degrees and 25 minutes of Aquarius. This is the Sun-Pluto conjunction, one of the most potent power portals of the entire year. Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, and the reclamation of soul power. When the Sun aligns with Pluto in the heart of Aquarius, it activates a death and rebirth cycle at the collective level and the personal level simultaneously. Old identities dissolve, old timelines collapse. Old versions of self that were built on fear, conditioning, and survival programming are incinerated in the fires of transformation. What rises from the ashes is your authentic power, the version of you that has been buried beneath layers of trauma, shame, and societal expectation. The version of you that knows its worth, owns its gifts, and refuses to diminish itself to make others comfortable. The Sun-Pluto Cazimi is the moment when you step fully into your sovereignty, when you reclaim the power you gave away. When you declare to the universe, I am done shrinking. I am done hiding. I am done playing a role that was never mine to begin with. This is not a gentle process. Pluto does not negotiate. Pluto does not compromise. Pluto demands total surrender to the transformation. You may feel emotional intensity rising to the surface. Rage you have been suppressing, grief you have been avoiding, fear you have been denying. Let it rise. Let it move through you. Let it burn away everything that is not aligned with your truth. On the other side of this purging is liberation. On the other side of this death is rebirth. On the other side of this collapse is the timeline you have been calling in for years. The Sun-Pluto Cazimi is the cosmic green light, the universe saying, you are ready. The old version of you has served its purpose. Now it is time to become who you are always meant to be. While all of this is unfolding, Venus has already been in Aquarius since January 17th, recalibrating your values, your relationships, your sense of what you desire and what you are willing to receive. Venus in Aquarius does not crave traditional expressions of love. Venus in Aquarius desires freedom, authenticity, and soul-level connection that transcends societal norms and expectations. If your relationships have felt suffocating, restrictive, or out of alignment, Venus in Aquarius gives you permission to redefine what love means to you, to create relationships that honor your need for autonomy while also honoring your need for connection, to attract people who celebrate your uniqueness rather than trying to conform you to their expectations, to value yourself enough to walk away from dynamics that drain you, diminish you, or demand that you abandon your truth. Venus in Aquarius is the energy of unconventional love, revolutionary intimacy, and connections that elevate rather than restrict. Here is what is happening energetically. 5 planets are now in Aquarius or moving into Aquarius within days of each other. Venus, the Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Pluto. This is called a stellium, a concentration of cosmic energy in one sign that amplifies its themes and activates its frequencies across the collective. The Aquarius stellium is not subtle. It is loud, electric, disruptive, and undeniable. It is the universe turning up the volume on innovation, liberation, awakening, and evolution. If you have been feeling like your life is moving faster than you can process, like changes are happening quicker than you can adapt, like the ground beneath you is shifting in ways that feel destabilizing yet necessary, this is why. The Aquarius stellium is accelerating your timeline. It is collapsing the distance between where you are and where you are meant to be. It is removing the buffer zone between your current reality and your highest potential. This acceleration can feel chaotic, overwhelming, even frightening, but it is also exhilarating, liberating, and profoundly activating. You are not meant to stay in control during this process. You are meant to surrender to the current. Aquarius is a fixed air sign, meaning it holds a consistent frequency of innovation and liberation, but it is also unpredictable, sudden, and electric. You cannot plan your way through an Aquarius activation. You cannot strategize your way into your new timeline. You must trust the downloads, follow the impulses, act on the intuitive nudges even when they do not make logical sense. The Aquarius frequency operates beyond the limitations of the rational mind. It speaks through synchronicities, through flashes of insight, through sudden opportunities that appear out of nowhere and feel too perfect to be coincidence. When these moments arrive, do not hesitate. Do not second guess. Do not talk yourself out of the opportunity, because fear whispers that you are not ready. The readiness comes through the leap, not before it. Here is the truth that will change everything for you. The Sun entering Aquarius is not just activating your individual consciousness. It is revealing who you are meant to connect with in this new timeline. Someone whose frequency matches your evolution is being pulled into your field right now. This is not a casual connection. This is a soul contract activating. A collaboration, a partnership, a meeting of minds that will accelerate your growth and amplify your impact in ways you cannot yet imagine. You may have been dreaming about this person without knowing who they are. You may have been sensing their presence in your energy field, feeling their frequency brushing against yours, noticing synchronicities that seem to point toward a convergence that has not yet happened. The Aquarius activation is the moment when invisible threads become visible, when energetic alignments manifest into physical reality, when the person your soul has been calling in begins moving toward you with the same magnetic pull you have been feeling toward them. This person may appear suddenly, unexpectedly, through a channel you were not anticipating. A random conversation, a social media interaction, a friend of a friend, a professional opportunity that seems unrelated but carries the energy signature of destiny. Aquarius does not orchestrate meetings through traditional pathways. Aquarius creates connections through quantum leaps, through synchronicities that defy logic, through moments that feel electric and undeniable. When this person appears, you will know, not because they look the way you expected, not because they arrive in the timeline you planned, but because your soul will recognize them instantly. Your energy field will light up in their presence. Your intuition will scream, "Pay attention, this matters." This person is part of your next chapter. Do not dismiss the connection because it does not fit your expectations. Do not overlook the opportunity because fear whispers that it is too good to be true. Aquarius brings what your soul needs, not what your ego expects. Trust the magnetic pull, trust the synchronicities, trust the feeling in your body that says, "This is significant." The universe is not random. The people entering your life right now are entering for a reason. Some are here to activate you. Some are here to collaborate with you. Some are here to mirror back to you the version of yourself you are becoming. Pay attention to who shows up. Pay attention to the conversations that feel electric. Pay attention to the connections that make your heart race and your mind expand. These are not distractions. These are destiny. While the Aquarius stellium is activating your future timeline, Jupiter retrograde in Cancer continues to provide emotional grounding and intuitive guidance. Jupiter has been retrograde since October, asking you to go inward, to reassess your beliefs, to recalibrate your understanding of abundance, expansion, and growth. Jupiter in Cancer opposes the Aquarius planets, creating a tension between the need for emotional security and the pull toward revolutionary change. This tension is not a problem. It is a calibration. It is the universe ensuring that your expansion is not just mental, not just visionary, but also emotionally sustainable. That the changes you are making are rooted in self-care, in honoring your needs, in creating a foundation that can support the magnitude of transformation you are undergoing. Do not abandon your emotional truth in the pursuit of your vision. Do not sacrifice your well-being in the name of progress. The Aquarius frequency is powerful, but it needs the grounding presence of Cancer to ensure that your evolution is holistic, sustainable, and aligned with your deepest needs. 1 week after the Sun enters Aquarius, on January 26, Neptune makes its final ingress into Aries, where it will remain until 2039. This is one of the most significant astrological events of the decade. Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011, dissolving boundaries, awakening spirituality, and softening the collective consciousness. Neptune in Aries initiates a completely different energy. Neptune in Aries is the spiritual warrior, the mystic who takes action, the visionary who refuses to wait for permission. Neptune in Aries will redefine what it means to be spiritual, to be awakened, to be aligned. It will inspire a new wave of leaders who combine intuitive wisdom with courageous action, who channel divine guidance into tangible creation, who refuse to separate their spiritual truth from their daily life. If you have been feeling called to step into spiritual leadership, to share your gifts with the world, to use your intuition as a guiding force in your decisions, Neptune entering Aries is your cosmic permission slip. The universe is saying, your spirituality is not meant to be passive, it is meant to be powerful. It is meant to move mountains. It is meant to create change. Then on January 27th, Mars conjuncts Pluto at 3 degrees and 34 minutes of Aquarius. This is the aspect astrologers watch with both excitement and caution. Mars-Pluto conjunctions are explosive, transformative, and incredibly powerful. They bring hidden conflicts to the surface, trigger power struggles, and demand that you confront anything in your life that is operating from manipulation, control, or fear. But they also provide the courage to make changes you have been avoiding, the strength to walk away from situations that no longer serve you, and the willpower to destroy anything that stands between you and your evolution. If there is a situation in your life that needs to end, a pattern that needs to be broken, a dynamic that needs to be confronted, the Mars-Pluto conjunction gives you the energy to do it. Not with aggression, not with violence, but with clear, decisive action that honors your sovereignty and refuses to tolerate anything less than alignment. As all of this unfolds, the moon moves through its phases, waxing toward fullness on February 1st in Leo. The full moon in Leo will illuminate everything that has been activated during these intense Aquarius transits, bringing emotions to the surface, revealing truths that have been hidden, and asking you to integrate the changes you are undergoing. But that is a portal for another message. Right now, in this moment, the focus is singular. The Sun has entered Aquarius. The awakening portal has opened. Your timeline is shifting. Your frequency is upgrading. Your future self is pulling you forward with undeniable force. You are not imagining the electricity in the air. You are not exaggerating the significance of this moment. You are not overthinking the synchronicities, the downloads, the sudden clarity, the magnetic pull toward people and possibilities that feel destined. This is real. This is happening. This is your evolution accelerating in ways that will become impossible to deny in the days and weeks ahead. The old version of you is dissolving. The new version of you is emerging. And the universe is orchestrating every detail of this transformation with precision, with perfect timing. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to control anything. You simply need to trust. Trust the restlessness, trust the clarity, trust the pull, trust the people who appear. Trust the opportunities that emerge. Trust your intuition when it says, this is the direction, this is the moment. This is the beginning of everything you have been calling in. Your soul has been preparing for this activation for lifetimes. Every challenge you faced, every lesson you learned, every wound you healed was preparing you for this exact moment when you would be ready to step into your highest frequency and embody your fullest expression. The Sun entering Aquarius is not just an astrological event, it is a cosmic initiation, a declaration from the universe that your time is now, your gifts are needed, your voice matters, your vision is valid, and the people who are meant to walk this path with you are being guided toward you right now. The awakening portal is open. Your destiny timeline is activating, and nothing will ever be the same. If this message resonated with your soul, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I am awakening to anchor this frequency into your being. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And your revolution begins now.